So I'm a little worried that there was some confusion about the homework for this week, and I wanted to go ahead and just make this quick video so that everything would be cleared up. The first and easiest thing to do is to fold your signatures for your French Groove book. You're going to take 6 stacks of 4 sheets of paper, 1, 2, 3, 4, and fold those in half. So there's 1, and then you have all 6 of your signatures ready to go. It's probably not a bad idea once you're done with that to put a heavy book on them and press them, but that's all you need to do. You just need 6 stacked up and pressed. Once you've finished your French Groove prep, you're going to go ahead and prep your drum leaf. You need 10 single sheets of paper, and you're going to take each one on its own. We're not doing multi-page signatures, each sheet on its own. And you're going to fold that in half and just work your way through all 10 of them. Okay, and now I've got 10 sheets of paper folded in half. What I want to do is join these so that they make one single text block. And the easiest way to do that is to use double-sided tape. Now, you could use glue if you wanted, but I'll show you the double-sided tape method and then I will sort of explain the glue method. So I'm going to take one of my pieces of paper, and along the foredge I'm going to put 2 pieces of double-sided tape right up on the edge. So there's 1 and there's a second right there on the edge. And then I'm going to take another single sheet and I'm going to carefully line that up on top of the last sheet, making sure my edges are nice and even, because this is going to be your finished book. Press that down and then repeat that as I work my way through all 10 sheets. Now, if you did want to use glue, you would take your glue brush, you'd get a little glue on it, and then I would use a glue sheet, place that right inside the page, and just like I've applied the tape right to that edge, I would just apply a very light layer of glue along the edge of the page. Just imagine that it's there. And then I would just do the exact same thing. I would take the next sheet and I would lay it right on top, even it up, press it down. But once you got that finished, you'd want to make sure that you put waste paper, some newspaper print, or just some scratch paper between each page and press it really well overnight, because you'll want to absorb that moisture and make sure that your paper is nice and straight and not wavy. But that's certainly an option if you'd like to go down that route. Otherwise, we'll just keep on taping. When I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that I press this. You'll see though that I've got something that looks a little bit like this when it's undone. It's all attached at the front edges, but I have my folded spines here at the back, and so that's my text block. When we get into class, we're going to go ahead and glue up the spine and press it so that that'll seal that edge as well, and then we'll just have our nice text block like this that we'll use to make our book. These are French groove books. This is a full cloth, this is a quarter cloth. It's called a French groove because of the groove that helps the book cover hinge open. We will be doing the quarter cloth in class. This is a drum leaf book. It looks an awful lot like the French groove. That is the style for its cover, but you will notice if you open it up that although these are single pages, when you look at the top, you can see that they've been drum leaf bound at the foredge. Drum leaf is great because it makes it possible for you to have a book that's got some volume and some heft to it, but without having to do double-sided printing. Finally, a reminder that this week you need to go ahead and either make a dos-a-dos or a single signature pamphlet on your own from start to finish. You'll determine the measurements, cut the board, cut the cloth, cut the paper, put it all together. You can get your book board either from an old book, maybe something from the book thing, or from the art supply store. And then I would also look around for paper and cloth that you can use. Feel free to try upcycling or experimenting with materials. The important part, though, is that you do go through the entire process on your own so that you can begin to get a sense for what that's like and what it takes to get one of these books made.